Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Yo, what's good, y'all? What's the word? What's going on? How everybody doing out there? Y'all already know what it is. We are back again. And it's time for the weekend banger. It's time for the weekend banger, y'all. That's luck. It's time for the weekend banger, and I got one. I keep a banger. But like I always say before I start my videos, I have no problem delivering this content to everybody that's out there working a 9 to 5, everybody that's out there with a business, getting to that bag the legit way. I have no problem making sure y'all got something to watch and listen to in the morning. I have no problem doing this for y'all, man. But I just need one thing. And that's for y'all to just stay out the way, man. That's it. That's all I want y'all to do. Y'all be acting like I'm asking for a lot. Like I ain't really trying to save y'all life. There won't nobody back in the day telling me to stay out the way. You know what I mean? Of course, our parents told us right from wrong, but there was nobody telling us to stay out the way when I was growing up, man. Everybody wanted to be like the people that was getting in trouble. Just like how it is now, man. But now, you have resources of everything, man. Technology. You can turn on your phone, turn on your TV, man. There's people telling y'all, man, that prison is not the way to go. So if you're not listening to this advice, you're just crazy, man. That's just what it boils down to, man. Because they would have looked at us like we was crazy back in the day, and we didn't listen to these people giving us good advice, especially the people that have experience, especially the people that been inside before. Pause. I'm letting y'all know now, man. Like, just listen. Just open your ears and listen, man. You can't go to prison, man. You don't want to go to prison. You don't want to leave your family. You don't want to leave your kids. You don't want to leave your loved ones. You're going to be sick when it happens. And I'm telling you, man, from experience, man. So just change your life around, man. Do something else, man. Try to get the bag another way. Enjoy your life of being free. Because I'm telling you, man, nothing measure up to out here to in there. In there is in the way. Trust me, man, it's in the way, y'all. So tighten up and stay out of the way, man. Period. But y'all already know what it is, man. This is the weekend banger game. So what I need y'all to do with this one right here. Like, share, subscribe. This one, y'all. Let's get it. Let's go. What? It's time for business. Time for business, y'all. And the story I got for y'all today is called He Sold Us a Dream. Yeah, man. Definitely did, man. Like, a lot of times, y'all, when it come to moving and shaking and getting to that bag in penitentiary, man, there be so much going on, man. Be so much stuff going on, man. Sometimes people just be selling people false dreams, man, because at the end of the day, like, we're in there. We're inside the prison walls, behind the fence. So it's only about so much we can do, man, except just have faith and trust. That's all we can do, man. Like, when it comes to everything else, it's out of our hands, man. So a lot of dudes that sign up to try to do stuff for people or try to make stuff happen or just try to just facilitate something that has to do with legal activities and making money. And then you have to deal with these COs to make this stuff happen majority of the time, man. But when dudes do that, y'all, a lot of times it don't work out. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. A lot of times it works out. A lot of times it don't, man. Prison is tricky. It's just like that. So with that being said, we are on Lawrenceville for this, y'all. We on Lawrenceville for this story, man. And I can remember being in 30 building for this one right here, y'all. And right now, man, I'm in a situation, man, where it's a sweet situation. And I'm getting on through my homeboy. Now, my homeboy is from Norfolk, man. We gonna call him P. Now, my homeboy P, man, he got a great situation, man. He's one of those dudes, man, he work out. He came from the lower level camps. He ain't really had that much time left. But bro is about that bag. Bro is trying to make that money, man. Bro is trying to make that bread, man. He was the type of dude, like, he ain't really rock with a lot of dudes. Like, you can even be from Norfolk. He still wouldn't really rock with you. Like, that didn't mean nothing. Like, yo, like that city stuff, you rock with your team, your crew, whoever you deal with from out the city. But at the end of the day, man, like, you know what I mean? You can't rock with everybody, man. It's impossible. You know what I mean? So that's how bro carried it. So that's how kind of me and him that got cool. But when he moved in the pod, like, you know, we was cool, but like I still went and crowd his space. He went and crowd my space. He had a jiggle box. I had a jiggle box. You know what I mean? So like, it was, we all had our own situations, but like once my situation had dried up, I ended up getting in the car with him. And the only reason I got in the car with him is because I had the money to back the car. You know what I mean? So for a while, me and bro was winning for a minute. And I'm not going to say I was winning. Like I'm buying, this is still when the mid time was on the way, y'all. This is still mid time right here. But like around this time, I'm buying probably like 2 zips from him. I'm buying 2 zips from bro. You know what I mean? Bro just tell me to gas the car, which means paying the roller. Now, P had a roller. Like I told y'all, man, he was one of those dudes, man, like, I guess just on the strength of how he moved, like, and how he act around dudes in the pod. Like, I don't know if that, like, made the women like him more. I don't know what it is, but bro just kind of, like, was a mysterious guy to a lot of those CEOs, man. Like, they couldn't figure him out. Bro didn't talk a lot. He didn't deal with a lot of people. Yeah, he was from the town. But still, though, but long story short, he ended up bagging a while ago. So when he ended up bagging, you know, he had everything that he's supposed to make happen, man. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, he wanted me to rock with him in the joint. He was like, look, if you can put the bread up, we can rock together. So for like 3 months, I'll say 3-4 months, me and him was rocking together. After like 3-4 months, he finally pulled up and told me like, look, bro, I can handle everything. Like every now and then, if you want to do something, you already know I'll give you good. You know what I mean? I respected that because bro pulled up on me and let me get in the car. So from the time that me and P has been getting on together, I haven't been doing nothing but getting the money, because when me and him get on, he's gonna take care of a lot of people first. Like I'm gonna just fall back in the cut. Y'all know, long as I got money, long as I got food, and long as I got some feezies, at the end of the day, man, like I ain't tripping, man. Like, bro, handle your business first, and I'll be in the cut. So once his stuff will be gone, like in 3-4 days, 5 days, something like that, then that's when I'll pop up and I'll just be selling wholesale. So I'll get rid of my stuff fast. This particular time right here, I'm not doing nothing but stacking my bread. That's all I'm doing, man. So it went like that for a while. You know, I used to go holler at bro. You know, I was shooting his junk. He had a jack. I'll go mess with him over there. He'll go hit the bogey game. He ain't mess with the la-la, so he only mess with the bogey. So I'll go over there, chill with him a couple times. We'll kick it. But for the most part, man, bro was all right. So P just was in the pod doing him, man. He was in the pod doing him. So around this time in 30 Building got all type of dudes in there, man. Like 30 Building was like a revolving door for a lot of people. And you could tell the dudes that been over there like me. Like you could just tell dudes that been in 30 Building, you know what I mean? So like when dudes come in there, it'd be different. So I can remember this one dude, you know what I mean, that they brought from the other side. Now the dude that they brought from the other side, man, we're gonna call him Star. Now Star was from Emporia. Y'all gotta understand, Lawrenceville is in Emporia backyard. So like dudes that be getting locked up from all that junk, they got like 3-4, I think it's Brunswick County, Emporia, South Boston, it's something else. But like they got a few counties that's like close to where the prison is at. So like you will have dudes that be going to jail, going to prison, and they gotta be, and somehow they put them in their backyard. There's been a few dudes who I met on Lawrenceville who's been from Emporia. So the dude Star, he been moved in our pod. He been in our pod probably like a month now, but he a cool dude. I ain't gonna lie, like I didn't have a problem with him. Me and him would talk. He would spend money. He knew stuff from time to time where the tobacco was at over on the other side. Like me and him was all right. We had a cool little friendship. While he in there, like he used to always try to be kind of like, I'm not gonna say in the way, but like he used to really, he shooting his shot at everybody. That's how he was when they say he was on the other side. That's how he was when I saw him on the other side. Like he's shooting his shot at everybody. You know what I mean? Star was like a kind of a brown skinned, skinny dude. You know what I mean? He ain't look like he'll hurt a fly. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like he got the cheat code on all the maniacs that's trying to holler at these women and all that. He got the major cheat code because he know half of the women. And not only do he know half of the women, he know the dudes that work. This is like he's throwing a concert in his backyard. That's what it looks like, man, because, you know, he got it. He know the people. He locked in. The COs would kick it with him like he knew people, man. You know, I never knew how much time Star had, but I know for a fact, like they used to know Star was running around there trying to get everybody to shake and bake game. Like that was his whole MO. That's what he was doing. They said when he was on the other side, now he on this side, that's what he back doing. So around this time, a Star doing all his shaking and baking, you know, it was a lot of COs coming in, man. Like, let me tell y'all, don't understand. Like, Lawrenceville is different. Like, when the rookies come in on Lawrenceville, I said this before, like, when these people come in, they come in by the flocks. And when I say, I use the word flocks because it'd be about 20 of them. Out of 20, it's probably 3-4 guys. I mean, 16 women, maybe 5 guys, 15 women, man. Either way, it's more women than guys every time. And they looking around, they look all intrigued, and they bring them all in the pod, and they got them wearing black sweatsuits and stuff like I guess this is like the training outfits, but they got on black sweatsuits. You got little short jakes coming through with the the thick booties, they bouncing around, and dudes is spit. Y'all gotta understand, dudes is aggressive on Lawrenceville. Dudes is extra aggressive. Like, dudes is pulling, dudes pushing, yo, what's up? Dudes doing everything but grabbing their hand. They doing everything but that. And I probably don't think some of them doing that. So everybody be spitting at the COs when they come through with the Ricky Black joint on. So not too long ago, they came through. They came through with like 2 batches of COs. They came through, man. It was young girls, young dudes. It was all type of stuff, man. You know what I mean? They hire anybody, man. They hire anybody, man. So like every time like COs would be new and start working, like I would feel like the dude stopped. Like he felt like he had the cheat code, like I was telling y'all, because he's definitely waiting his turn. And when they come to holler at him, he know people. He talk about areas. Like he had everything advantage of everybody. So I know it was dudes in there that didn't really like him. You know what I mean? But I did hear when I was on the other side that he was getting the package over there though. Like they say, yeah, I mean, how can he not get the package, y'all? The man is locked up in his own backyard. So boom, he better, man. But at the end of the day, man, Star was being Star, man. And everything was good. But my homeboy P was still, P was still doing him, man. Like, I remember one time he told me to come outside and holler at him. He was out there working out. He doing his pull-ups and he out there, he talking to me. And he was like, man, because for real, P ain't had nothing but like 3 years left. Like he was way shorter than me. He was like, man, I got 3 years. He been told me I had like 3 years left. So like he working out, he getting money, he staying out the way, he talking on his phone. Like he ain't hot. The police never bother him. He don't mess with the la. So it's like he ain't got no troubles. So he tell me come outside. He was just telling me, man, he was like, man, for real, Weezy, man. He was like, if I'm still here, man, he was like, cause I might give some time back. He was like, for real, bro, they owe me like 1.5 years. He was like, they ain't counted something when he went to the jail and he did this. So he was like, they owe him 1.5 years. So he might be touching, you know what I mean, the beginning of next year. So he was like, bro, if anything's still anything, bro, I'm gonna lead to play with you. So I'm like, man, that's what's up. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be here though, bro. I don't think that far, bro. But I'm like, just in case you are though, yeah, don't forget about the kids. So me and him kicked it. We go back in the pod. So he used to mess with a lady that worked like the school joint, but like she had the green light pass. Like she would come everywhere. She would come everywhere and holler at him, this and that. So I can remember she's supposed to came and holler at him. And the reason why I know she's supposed to came and holler at him, because when I came out in the pod, I seen him standing at the door. This lady would come in our building, come in the salad port, in our pod. She would come in our pod, I promise y'all. So he's standing at the door, but I see his face. He looking crazy. I'm like, what's up? He seen it was me. He was like, shit, crazy few. I'm like, what? He like, man. He said he got my baby up front, man. I was like, what? She supposed to bring? He said, yeah, just tobacco though. They want no work. I was like, damn. I was like, they got him, bro. He was like, man, I think so, Weezy, man. Think so. I was like, that's crazy, man. I was like, bro, I'll get away from the door if I was you, bro. Like, I don't know. What if she tell it? You know what I mean? I was like, go clean up. We did with the jack, everything straight. He was like, yeah, I've been cleaned up, bro. I was like, damn, when you was gonna tell me to clean up? He was like, bro, they ain't looking for you, bro. Like, man, bro, you joking, bro. I just lost my damn roller, bro. I'm like, damn, like I know stuff like that hurts to lose a roller. I never really lost a roller because I never really had my own roller. But, bro probably genuinely kind of liked this lady. She wasn't all that. But I could tell he kind of genuinely. He's been rocking with her for about a year. Like, he was one of them dudes that had a jump for about a year. They not in the pod and building together. Like, he was doing him. So I know he kind of feels some type of way about this, man. So he left on the door and he went in the cell, laid it down, man. Like, I felt his pain. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he just lost his roller. He's dumb sick. You know what I mean? So bro went and laid it down, y'all. Like I told y'all, I felt this pain, man. Like, what can you do at a time like this, y'all? So boom. You know what I mean? Bro ain't come back out the rest of the day, man. You know what I mean? So bro ended up coming to my cell. Bro popped up in my cell and was like, can he come in here and use his chill box? So he come in my junk. You know what I mean? Sit down on a little box. He started using the junk. I'm at the door. I can hold him down. Like, I was in there with my junk, but I'm like, let me go ahead. Because I know bro probably don't want to use the junk in his cell. You know what I mean? Because he probably scared that, you know what I mean? With the lady or whatever. So bro using the junk. You call it, no answer. Whatever you call it, there's no answer. So I turned around from the door. I'm like, yo, bro, what's up? Everything straight? You ever hear anything? Because I know he got the jiggle box. He was like, man, I called her. He was like, I called her son. And her son said he ain't heard nothing. She ain't answering his number. I was like, bro, either they got her up front and they just holding her like that, or they got her in jail and she can't get no call right now. I was like, well, either way, it don't look good. He was like, no, man. He was like, He said, that's what I get for being greedy, trying to get that tobacco. He was like, but that's not the main thing right there. I was like, what? He was like, man, she got all the bread, bro. He was like, man, she got all the bread, Weezy. All the bread? He was like, yeah. He was like, who else I can trust that was trustworthy? The lady that's working, bringing this stuff. He was like, man, she never messed up nothing. He was like, man, she got all my bread. He was like, bro, I got 10 bands at her crib. I was like, that's how I be in penitentiary, man. You know, we take these type of risks to get to money, to get to a better living life in prison. Like, we take these type of risks to do this stuff, man. But we have nobody that we can really trust to hold our bread. That's how it be. Now, you want to put all that pressure on your mama? Like, some dudes might have they mama that might can do that. But you already know your mama gonna spend your money. That's your mama. She gonna spend your bread. We know she gonna spend the bread. So you gotta go and bend it down to, you gotta break it down to who? Your girl you talking to? Possibility. Your sister? Your brothers? Like, you gotta be careful, man. People gonna spend your bread. So I felt, bro, for giving it to the cops, the lady that was bringing the pack, because she might don't mess the bread up, man. But like right now, she got all the bread, y'all. So boom. 2 days go by, he still don't hear nothing. He don't hear nothing. Nothing. Word come out. Yo, they tore the lady off. Boom, boom, boom. The lady that worked at school, they tore her off. Yeah. See, she had a big bag of tobacco. So the rumors were true. Bro, I already know the count now. He was dumb sick. Bro just laid it down. Like, taking an L like that, that's a major L. Like, you know, bro got resources on the street. Like, bro can get work all day long, but like, he lost his safety blanket, man. Like, that was a crazy, like, 10 bands. I watched bro grind this. Like, bro don't do nothing but work out, stay out the way, and get to the money. That's all bro used to do. So he good. So I'll say probably like a week later, I'm in the pod and shit, you know what I mean? So I see it's been this little young dude that's been working our joint. Now, I done seen all type of dudes come working our joint. But this particular one young dude, he's kind of like, he's really loose, pause. Like, I'm gonna use that words because like, I seen a nigga go in a nigga's cell. Like, for real, like, he fucked with Popcorn dumb hard. Like, Popcorn was his ace. And like, a lot of those COs rock with Popcorn like that. And for real, Popcorn be knowing what the hell he doing. I don't blame him. You know what I mean? Goddamn reverse psychology game, acting like he dumb cool with the new people. And they'll look out for him, or however they'll look out for him with some cigarettes or whatever. But he fuck with Popcorn dumb hard. I be seeing him talk to Popcorn, and I be seeing him talk to the nigga Stop. Now, he be talking to different dudes. Everybody in the pod kind of be down on him, trying to holler at him, because he was a little short, little brown-skinned dude, little cool, little young boy. Look like he about 20, 21. Young nigga look super, man. He look super young. That's my word, but he working Lawrenceville. So I see him come out of Popcorn cell. I promise y'all, my cell is right directly across from Popcorn cell. Popcorn doors open. I see the CO do his round. Like, he was so cool, they weren't even hitting the police noise when he come in. Because he didn't care. He know dudes had that. Dudes was doing that. He knew the count about everything. So dude do a round. He get upstairs by Popcorn cell. He going Popcorn cell. I seen him come out. Man, I seen the man come out with he had like 3 crackers. It's like he made them. He put them jumps in his hand. He had them jumps clutch like it was. And they were the club crackers, y'all. They wanted the saltine game. Popcorn and that bitch being bougie, eating club crackers. Dude come out, the CO come out with 3 club crackers in his hand, was swollen on all three of them. He was like, he was about to go to the back door. He forgot he had the damn swollen in his hand. He a damn CO. He was like, he stopped. The lady in the booth don't give a damn. He like, the whole pod looking at him like, damn, bro, he was swole. That junk was like, he was in the goddamn zoo window. Everybody was like, God damn, the CO eating swole. That nigga was like, this shit's good too, popcorn. Catching shit, that shit almost fell. That nigga caught the swole, goddamn, and caught that bitch back on the cracker. That nigga. She popped the back door, that nigga slid, y'all, so boom. Damn, CO cool as a bitch. This nigga just ate swole in front of the whole pod, so he was that type of CO. Like, he was just one of them type of COs. So like, I knew it was a matter of time before he get corrupted. He's running around doing him. Like, he became like the cool CO. He just got his little stripes. He just started working, and of course he knows Stop. Now, of course he'll go eat from Popcorn, do all that. After he do that, if he coming out pod to chill on the brick wall, Star's going up there to talk to him off the top. Him and Star kicking it for a minute. Star taking his photo book up there, showing him everybody in his photo book from Emporia game. He's showing him everything. So the CO, he right there, Lawrenceville bootleg. He looking at the photo book like he one of us. He in the pod like this. Yeah. I'm like, this shit Maniacville. Dude acting like he want to switch clothes. And it went like that for a while. You know what I mean? through the midst of all this, I keep checking on P every now and then, man. P acting like, man, he messed his release date up, man. That's how P been acting. P been acting like his release date is like they gave him 5 extra years for this situation, man. Like, so I had to kind of like, you know what I mean? Like every time I've been coming around him since his lady got 12, like his energy been off. Like, you know, like not really no eye contact when we having a conversation, no pause. Like, you know what I mean? But like, I don't like to talk to people and he facing this way. I'm talking, but he's, you know what I mean? Nah, like I just been seeing his energy's been off. Like bro just been like down. He stopped going out going outside, working out, like shit just been down. So like after about a week, he came to my cell and was like, look bro, can I borrow your doctor right quick, man? He was like, cause the lady used to cause you gotta kind of refresh those pieces, cause you know, when we get Jackson Penitentiary, like we'll cut like the charger at one point. We'll cut like, let's say you cut the middle and you just have the piece that goes into the phone left and then the wires. Like you gotta kind of refresh that junk because it'll start shorting out after a while. Then you're gonna keep making it shorter and keep making it shorter. And then after a while, you're gonna need another joint, you know what I mean? So like he was refreshing his junk, I guess, with the lady. Like I was refreshing my junk with this dude from 60 building that worked in the library. He used to sell them joints. So like he was just like going through it slightly, man. So he came and asked me, can he use my charger to charge up? Of course you can, bro. You know what I mean? He sat down in the joint, put his on the charger. He ain't saying nothing. I got the football game on us on Sunday. You know what I mean? But he just sitting there just. I said, man, get up, man. I said, come on, man. I said, what the hell wrong with you, bro? I said, tighten up, bro. He was like, I said, man, tighten up, bro. Like, god damn, bro. You acting like, damn, this shit ain't over with, bro. I said, bro, listen, at the end of the day, nigga, you ain't get jammed up. He was like, I know, man. He was like, man, boy, shh. He was like, her number changed and everything, bro. I was like, yeah, so what, nigga? That's a good thing. Nigga, what the hell did you talk about? He was like, no, man. He was like, fuck, man. Look bad. I said, no, it's not, bro, because you still might go home. I said, bro, let that shit go, bro. This shit happens all the time, nigga. This is Lawrenceville, nigga. Trust me, I've been here. He was like, yeah, I know, man. I know, man. So we talking. My jacket's right there. His jacket's right there. I don't know what you hear. I'm like, fuck. I got to cut up. Like, it's not on. It's like on. It's like kind of like, you got to kind of tiptoe that shit. And that's going to get your ass stole on. Fucking with me. Tiptoeing, looking at my damn cell. But it's up slightly, so he not. I'm like, fuck. Bro, grab his joint. Shit was charging, bro. Took this shit. I was like, hold on. Grab my shit. I was like, yo! Hey, what you saying? Yeah, it's the nigga Star. I was like, it's the nigga Star. He was like, the fuck that nigga want? I was like, hold on. Bro, tuck this shit again. Tuck it better. I was like, good. Yeah. I was like, shh. I pulled a joint out. I was like, what's up, bro? He was like, hey, man, I gotta holler at you, bro. I said, you got your ID on? He was like, yeah. I said, pop the jump. Because if you put a domino on your door, you can use your ID to, even after the police come close they shit, it's called, you can get that shit back open. Bro came through, come in the sand. He see goddamn P standing right there. P stood up when he came in. P didn't know what the fuck was going on. P was in the back of the cell. He came in like, and nigga walked in. He was like, oh shit, what's up, P? What's up? I was like, what's up, man? He was like, look, man. I was coming out all that Wheezy, but now both of y'all together, shit like it was meant to be. What the fuck you talking about? He like, man, look, goddamn, little young officer dude. We gonna call him young officer dude. He was like, yo, the young officer dude. Yeah, he ready to work. I already goddamn worked his cousin when I was on the other side. He know my whole family, bro. He was a little nigga. He was a little nigga when I was growing up, man. Look, the nigga ready to rock, man. The nigga ready to rock. I'm like, I am a route magnet, man. Real talk, man. Like this, it just happens. I'm minding my business. So when he say that, nigga P was like, what? What you talking about? Like, what you trying to move? He was like, yeah, like he trying to move, man. Like, if for real, like he want me to get everything together this week. Then he said he gonna bring it the following week because he trying to set it up how he gonna get this and do that. But either way, he ready to rock. And then the other thing is, you know, I gotta come holler at y'all because I know, you know what I mean, y'all might be the only ones that can get big smoke. You know what I mean? He was like, he want big, he wanted like a lot. I'm trying to get like a pound. You know, if I get a pound, that'll be enough for me, you, and you know what I mean, Weezy, like all three of us. So P was like, how many people in this car? I was like, I'm listening. I'm about to ready to say, y'all can get in this car. That's what I started to say. You know what I mean? Like, y'all can get in this car. But I'm like, I'm kind of intrigued slightly, y'all, because like, you know, since bro's situation did, like I'm spending more money. You know what I mean? Like I'm spending more money. So like, damn, maybe this is my turn. Since it came to my sale, it came to my damn doorstep. So I'm like, I'm like, yo, bro, is you sure he gonna move though? And I'm like, you talking about a pound? I was like, he can handle that. He was like, bro, listen, this is Lawrenceville. Damn right he can handle that shit. Damn right he can handle that shit. So I'm like, damn, what he charged to bring it? He was like 500. He was like, he want 500. He want 500 and goddamn, he'll bring the pound. So I'm like, he gonna go all the way where we live at. That's what you saying. He was like, you might gotta get your peoples to meet him halfway. But the man ready to work, what's good? I'm like, all right, we gonna holler at you, bro. I'm gonna holler at you, bro. I was like, give us some time. I was like, you don't need no answer today, right? He was like, nah, like, you know, get with me though. You know what I mean? He was like, what y'all doing up here? Let me smoke something. I'm like, nah, we'll holler at you, bro. God damn it, get the hell out of here. God damn it, bro, slid out. God damn it, psh, door closed. Turn around and pee. I'm like, yo, bro, what you think about that shit? He was like, shit, nigga, I'm ready to roll the dice. He was like, but the only thing is, I ain't got no bread. I was like, damn, like, see, before he even said what he said, I was already thinking, like, I don't want shit to do with this, y'all. I ain't bullshitting. I'm like, damn, man, like, this shit, like, I fuck with Lil Emporia, you know what I mean? Star Game, I fuck with him, but, like, some things ain't always good money, man, you know what I mean? But still, though, like, we locked up. What the fuck do I got to lose, y'all? So, boom. I said, bro, I got the bread. I said, I got the bread. You know what I mean? Like, I just went against everything I was thinking that fast. Y'all ever done that? In the midst of a conversation, what you thinking about not doing, about what he's talking about, you end up doing in the midst of this shit. That's what I'm doing. So I'm like, yo, bro, look, I got the bread. What's up? He was like, shit, nigga, I can get to work. He was like, that pound ain't shit. I was like, damn, man. I was like, your peoples will meet him? My peoples ain't meeting nobody. He was like, yeah, my peoples will meet him. Damn right. If that nigga with it. I was like, bro, so what you saying? You trying to fuck with this shit, man? He was like, yeah, bro, we might have to, bro. There ain't shit else going on. Fuck it, you know what I mean? So we get a pound of weed, yeah, man, we can get that asshole, whatever. I was like, I mean, we're gonna look out for him, but I'm like, yeah, we basically, me and you gonna gap a half a piece. You know what I mean? I said, we gapping a half a piece, right? He was like, yeah, damn. I was like, nigga, we gapping, man. I'm putting up the money. He was like, yeah, we gonna gap a half a piece. We gonna gap a half a piece and just go together and give him something. We like, all right, that's what we gonna do. I was like, but still though, like, let's see though, man. Like, let's make sure everything copacetic with this dude. Like, I was like, you know what I mean? People was like, yo, for real, I said, nah, I don't say nothing to the nigga. I said, cause you say something that might fuck the player. I said, man, I don't got an Emporia playing with a nigga like that. I said, man, for real, I don't got him playing, bro, cause like he already know the count. Like, nigga ain't playing about no shit like this. Like, this some shit that get your ass tossed up crazy, you know what I mean? So goddamn, people's like, yeah, I ain't gonna do no joking, but at the end of the day, I don't got him joking either, cause he already know me. He done came and spent money with me. I done talked to his mama, everybody, goddamn, you know what I mean? Da-da-da-da. He know I got a jack. He never asked me to use it, but he'll come to me and be like, yo, look, my auntie got some money for me, man. Just call my mama, she got the numbers. And he was like, I done that. So he was like, I don't got that nigga being on no bullshit. I was like, you right. So I was like, man, let's go holler at that nigga, man. So bro was like, look, I'm gonna leave my shit charging. He left his shit charging me. I'm shot out. We come down the steps like, you know what I mean? We feeling good. We like, looking back like, shit might work, bro. You know what I mean? We see that nigga, we like, yo, man, holler at you. He came over there, we was like, what's up, man? What's up? P, what's good? We like, yo, man, listen, man. Oh, listen, that's a lot of shit. You sure dude can rap? He was like, man, listen, I'm telling you, I already broke his cousin on the other side. I said, that's not his fucking cousin, bro. He said, man, listen, I'm telling you, man, like, for real, me and his cousin, man, he was like, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. He was like, the dude that was working the other side, that nigga was gay. You know what I mean? That nigga was gay, like, for real. He just didn't look gay. But I know him from the street. That nigga was gay. So I was over there talking to him super hard. I'm talking about he's still going like this. Yeah, like, his mouth and lips moving pause. He's like, yeah, because goddamn, I know his cousin and all that. I promise you, I just, like, in my brain, I just said, potential in the future. He was like, what's up, Weezy? I was like, oh, shit. I was like, yo, bro, look. Man, all right, man, but look, that's not the same people. I don't give a fuck about RuPaul on the other side when he was working there, bro. I was like, look, bro, that's not the same. What's up with this nigga? You know what I mean? People's like, look, bro, you gotta be sure, bro, before you goddamn sign up for some shit like this, bro. You gotta be sure, bro. He was like, I'm sure, bro. He was like, I'm sure, bro. Like, I got it, bro. Like, you think I'm gonna put my life in jeopardy? Nigga, I'm trying to get some money too, nigga. He was like, but the shit is, this nigga got some garbage in Emporia, bro. Ain't no good weed in Emporia, bro. He's like, I can get something. He said, but there's some garbage in there, and all I fuck was the weed, so I come to y'all niggas. Fuck that. So I'm like, damn. Like, I feel, bro, on that, so fuck it. Let's give bro a chance, y'all. So boom. We agreed, P agreed, he agreed. All right, we gonna make it happen. We got cell phones. This is gonna be easy. We went back upstairs. I told bro, I'm gonna go in and get my money ready. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make my money happen. And all I had, y'all, I ain't even gonna lie. All I had was $700 at the time. That's all I had was $700. So I'm like, fuck it, let me put it together. We put it together. You know what I mean? I see the young nigga come to work. He hollering at goddamn start fucking with him. You know what I mean? He fuck with Start dumb hard. Like the nigga just look illegal. Like I remember he caught me on the jack. That nigga was doing rounds and shit. Goddamn, and I usually go behind the cut. But I thought I heard the back door. So I come from behind the cut this way instead of the front way. And when I come from behind the cut this way, he was already like coming about past my cell. I was like, he opened my door. He was like, yo, be careful with that. I was like, this nigga sounded like Jay Reed, y'all, so boom. I was like, be careful with that. Of course I am. Tuck that bitch like this. Put that bitch behind my back like, nigga, you got the balls to come take this? Tell me be careful with that. I'm gonna definitely be careful. Because if you try to take this shit, I might beat the hell out your little dumb ass, your little fake ass B2K member looking motherfucker. That's how I'm looking at his ass. He don't know I'm saying this, dude. I'm like, of course I'll be careful. And he was like, he left my jaw dip. So he knew I had a jack. And it was like one of them type of things. He knew I had a jack. So I'm just sitting there like, damn, this shit crazy. But like, we gonna get a young nigga the benefit of the doubt. So, the nigga Star got down, he put it together. You know what I mean? He was like, look, he said he gonna holler at him when he off on his 2 days. Got down, you know, he off on the weekend, so he gonna bring that shit back when he come to work next week. Man, whatever day next week he bring it, it's gonna be the day next week he bring it. Is that cool? I'm like, yeah, that's cool. And he was like, look, another thing, man, he was like, for real, cause I wanna do good business. He like, yo, just to make sure everything's straight. He was like, when they come off a wreck, he was like, Pete, go back to Weezy room. He was like, I'm gonna come up there first. He said, dude, won't do a round. I'm gonna get him to holler at y'all niggas. I'm like, holler at us? He like, yeah. You know what I mean? Cause I don't want y'all to think that I'm on some bad business shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, that's what's up, man. You know what I mean? I feel that, bro. Like, he was like, oh shit, that's what's up then. Shit, we hear from the horse's mouth. I know what Pete thinking. Pete thinking about cutting nuts game. That's what Pete thinking about. I'm like, yeah, that's what's up. So nigga dip. We do it how we did it when we came back out. Pete came up there first. You know what I mean? 5 minutes later, Star came up there. It said, but it was the cool dude. They thought it was the other nigga. That shit got calm. He was like, they ain't hit the police noise on him. Goddamn, he come do his round. Mess with popcorn. Top 10 for a minute, blended in good. After that, he finally finished his round, come around outside. He got around outside. I had to cut up. He said, hey, take that cut down. Take that cut down. Take that cut down. As he's saying that, he opening the door. He in there. Like COs will do that. Like COs will stick their body in kind of like into your cell. They don't really want to go in. Some COs will go into your cell, but he just stuck his body in. He was like, oh, what's up? Everybody here. So like him talking right now, like I'm really like reading him. Like I'm really reading him, y'all. Like I'm trying to read his brain and everything, man. Like I'm trying to sit there and he like, yeah, look, everybody here. He was like, yeah, look. He was like, yeah, Star told me, man, you know, y'all helping him out. So I'm helping him out because he my peoples. He was like, so y'all put it together, man. We're going to get money. He was like, y'all want to get money? He was like, we always want to get money. He was like, yeah, well, let's get some money then. He was like, it's just a start to a good, you know, great relationship right here, man. Like, let's get some money. I'm going to help y'all out. Y'all help Star out. Everybody going to win. Like, I'm going to charge my price. Y'all just make sure y'all get y'all stuff together. Make everything straight. He was like, yo, people's going to have 500, right? It's like, yeah. Everything gonna be good with the money. Everything gonna be good with the work. How you gonna do that? Because I know you can't bring a whole ounce pay in this joint at once. I know you can't bring a pound in this joint at once. He was like, yeah, look, I'm gonna bring half one day, then I'm gonna bring the half the next day. He was like, but you gonna get what you were supposed to get. Everybody gonna get what they supposed to get. He was like, but all I know is, man, like, I want to see y'all win. Like, I've been watching you. He was talking to P. Like, he wasn't even talking to me. He was like, yeah, I've been watching you. And I see you quiet, but I know you like money. He was like, yeah, you remind me of my big uncle. He was like, yeah, he was a quiet dude. He done a bid. He just like to get money. That's it. He don't be in nobody way. He was like, yo, that's the best way to be, man. But look, though, man, we ain't gonna chit-chat long. Everything good, though. You say it's a go, right? He was like, yeah, it's a go. It's a go. He was like, all right, I'm gonna holler at y'all. So he slid off. When he slid off, Star jumped up. He was like, told y'all, man. Like, you know, like I told y'all, like, this is what he gonna do. I'm like, man, this, like, you know, this joint fell in my lap game. You know what I mean? Be like this. So I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling good. You know what I mean? So Star was like, yo, I'm gonna get, you know, when he gonna bring it, he gonna bring one, half this time, half the next time. He was like, y'all ain't gotta hit me to the next time. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, that's a perfect deal right there. So we was feeling good about the situation, man. Star dapped us up. Star slid, y'all. So boom. When Star slid, Pete finally showed excitement the whole time. He had his poker face on in front of those dudes. When Star left, Pete was like, I never really seen him smile like that in a while. He was like, we should be good though. He was like, yeah, as long as everything's straight. He was like, yeah, but few responsible for that shit. Y'all know we say that in Norfolk. We call dudes few. You know what I mean? He was like, yeah, few responsible for that shit though. Few responsible for that shit though. He was like, but everything's straight. Long as he responsible, I ain't got no problem with it. Shit, it should be straight. That man just told us on his own mouth it was good. He told me he want to see us win. He want to see us get to this bag. That's what he say. He say he want to do all this shit. So that's what we gonna do. He was like, man, that shit sound like a plan. I was like, bro, let's get to this bag, y'all. So boom. Everything was set. Everything was right there. Everything was looking good. I'm looking up at Star. Star looking like he feeling a little better about himself because he ain't really touching no work while he been on this side like that. So now Star moving around. His swag done got a little better. The man connected the dots, so he feeling good. You know what I mean? Me, I'm not trying to really like put my crispy outfit on for this situation right here. This is a different situation right here, y'all. Like, I'm dealing with somebody a CEO that's like, basically, I don't know this guy. He's not known for bringing the package. Now, this happened a lot of times. Dudes will bring the package on Lawrenceville. Not just the women, the dudes. The dudes will bring the package. So, like, I know this is something that's capable to happen. Or like, I'll see it when I believe it. Like, you know what I mean? But at the same time, the only thing I could think of was like, I just invested majority of the rest of the money that I had left into this junk. I told y'all I had 700. Now I done put 500 into this play. Like I want to see my return. I want to see my return come back, man. So like, I'm rooting on the play. So little time went on. We just waiting for the week to be done because next week, dude gonna bring the package. You know what I mean? So I get a call from my man saying that he just met Bro Peoples. You know what I mean? So this is the night that he's supposed to meet the dude. So he gonna meet the dude. A little bit later on that day, nigga P called me. He was like, yo, bro, come to my cell right quick. I'm like, all right. You know what I mean? P slept around the corner from me, like around the corner of the top tier, like in the corner of the top tier in the back by the handicap. He was over there. So I get up. I walk over that joint. You know what I mean? When I get in the joint, I just open the door up, went in. He was in there dolo. He was on the undercut. He was like, what's up? He was like, hey, look. He had his cousin on the phone. He was like, hey, look. Tell him what you said. He was like, yo, fucking little CO dude, man. That nigga was acting like a foreman. I was like, yo, why you say that? He was like, cuz. He was like, man, that nigga told me to meet him at this spot. He said, then when I got to that spot, he was like, nah, he at this spot. So he said he went to that spot. So he said, goddamn, you know what I mean? He was like at first, like when he was changed the location from the first joint, he was like, he was ready to, you know what I mean, hit the red button. He was ready to call it to the end. He was ready to say, forget that play. But he was like, something just told him go ahead and continue. So he said, I went on and, you know what I mean, I met him at the second Walmart. He said, we was at one Walmart. I met him at another Walmart. So he said, when I met him at the other Walmart, man, he was just like, yo, like, he kind of like, I felt like he was watching me while I was looking for him. I was like, just like a real cop. I was thinking that young boy's stupid. I said, that young boy probably think you was the cops. I was like, but why would he think that? Why would we line him when we in jail? His cousin was like, he probably think y'all niggas trying to get out early. I was like, man, that's wild. So he was like, man, so, you know, he made me drive around a little bit in the parking lot. He said he was here and there. Then he was like, I'm right there. He was like, I finally pulled up. He said he was sitting in his car. So he said, when I was about to get out of the car, he told me stay in my car. So he told the nigga, look, I'm just going to walk by, just put it in the bag. I'm going to walk by. I'm going to just grab it from you and keep it moving, get back in my car and leave. You know what I mean? So dude, cousin was like, yo, that's what I did. He said, man, I down my window, stuck the bag out the window. He said, I just seen like a little short little dude walk by and grab the bag out my hand, went, got back in the car beside me and dipped. I was like, damn, so he do got it though, right? He was like, yeah, he got this shit. So y'all niggas should be straight. He was like, but I had to tell Cuzzo that goddamn, this nigga was acting like a real psycho, man. He was like, man, for real, y'all boys be careful in there, man. We was like, yeah, we good, we got it. Like, I was like, he got to work. So that means we straight, he gonna bring it. So I'm like, yes, like hearing that he had to work, that was like a major relief right there. Like, I ain't even gonna lie, that was a major relief, man. So now we just waiting for the weekend to be over with and see him next week and see when it's gonna come next week. So the weekend came and went. Y'all. So we see Star. We're like, damn, like this shit crazy. I was like, when you think dude gonna bring in this shit? Man, I mean, he was like, shit, when he come back to work, he was like, he's supposed to came back today. He said he probably somewhere else. He said, I'm gonna see if I see him though. He was like, but for real, he gonna bring that junk, bro, this week. It's gonna be this week. So as long as he bring it this week, I ain't tripping. I'm like, me either. As long as he brings something, like I Let me get that, man. It fell in my lap game, you know what I mean? So he like, yeah, we straight. So the whole Monday, we ain't see this guy. The whole Monday, we ain't see this guy, man. Like I'm telling y'all, the whole Monday, we didn't see this guy, which was spooky. It wasn't too spooky because I wasn't trying to think negative, but like not seeing him on Monday, it made it weird because he's supposed to been there Monday. But Lawrenceville will switch a lot of things up. And I done seen this happen before. Like, yo, the CEO's supposed to be here. The next thing you know, yo, he was in 60 building. Like, you know what I mean? It'd be like that. So I ain't pay that no mind. So we ain't see him Monday. You know what I mean? Tuesday roll around. We still ain't see the dude. You know what I mean? So we're like, damn, what the hell this dude at? This is a CEO that, you know, consistently works our building. Like, where is he at? What the fuck, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Like, now I'm thinking the worst, slightly. Not really like crazy with it. Because I told y'all, there's been times it's been delays, all type of shit going on. But this is my first time hearing about this dude moving. So like, this was different. So I'm kind of like nervous a little bit. So I'm not trying to say nothing to P, even though I know P mad as shit. P come down the steps like this. P come down the steps like this, y'all. I promise y'all, that nigga came down the steps angry and it was like, you seen me talking to Star, he was like, hey man, what's up with your peoples, man? I was like, yo, shit, bro. He was like, he walked over like by the ice cooler, in the corner by the mic. He was like, what's up with your peoples, man? Star was like, shit, I ain't seen that. I don't know where the fuck this nigga at. He was like, man, I told you, Weezy, man. I knew it was too good to be true. I was like, bro, you thought it was gonna be good, bro. Don't think negative, bro. I was like, he ain't gonna just leave niggas out back like that, bro. He done met your peoples, all type of shit, bro. He was like, where the fuck he at then? I was like, man, I don't know where he at. We just gotta see what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like, this nigga gonna come to work. So we like, damn, Tuesday was like an angry day. I ain't even gonna lie, Tuesday was an angry day. Wednesday come around, I ain't even get up. Like, he was just laying in bed, man, just kind of pray, man. Kind of like you hoping that CEO come goddamn do rounds and, you know what I mean, check the doors because he's working. Like, you praying. And I just stayed in the bed, man. I just like, I ain't go to breakfast. You know what I mean? I stayed in the joint. Niggas was running around. They locked us down. They counted. When count cleared, I stayed in the room. Next thing you know, hey, Weezy. It's Pete. I get up. I'm like, what's up? He like, hey, yo, shit stupid as a bitch, man. He was like, yo, open your door. I was like, what's up? He was like, come on, your celly downstairs. My celly in the room. I'm like, all right. Hit the button. Open my door. She popped that jump. He come in. So as he walked in, he walked back out. He was like, hey, come on, Star. Goddamn, Star came in that joint. He was like, yo, man, where the fuck this dude at, man? I was like, yeah, Star, what's up with this nigga, man? Like, what the fuck, bro? This nigga, like, this nigga ain't come. We ain't see this nigga Monday or Tuesday. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? He started, was like, I don't know what he doing. He was like, yo, I was like, you got this nigga number? Star was like, yeah, I got his number. I was like, why the fuck you ain't been telling us that then, man? He was like, cause I was just thinking he was gonna move the pack. I didn't think I had to give y'all his number. I'm like, yo, man, I took my shit. I was like, man, call that nigga, man. The fuck, man, call this nigga, bro. Now I'm getting a little angry now, y'all. Like, this shit. Great, man, call this nigga, bro. Doing the phone and shit. Get the phone, you like. He dialing the number the whole time. He ain't know him behind his shoulder like this game. 434 277 on his ass behind his shoulder game, y'all. Fuck, nigga, you had his number the whole time. Goddamn, I wrote down the number 434 277 on his ass. I said, bro, put it on speaker, bro. He was like, how you do that? I said, a button right there. He was like, psh. That shit just ringing. I'm like, hang up, call again. So, nigga hang up, he's sitting there, start like, I can't believe this nigga gonna do this. He ain't gonna do me like that, man. I'm gonna tell my cousin to smash that nigga on the street. I know he ain't gonna do me like that. I'm like, this nigga P standing by the door looking like a psycho. P like, shh, I done got a whole pound for my damn peoples. I ain't got the money to pay them back because I ain't never get shit. I was like, bro, I put $500 in that shit, nigga. You nuts? I was like, man, shh. I was like, this shit crazy as a bitch. While me sitting there, my shit vibrate. I'm like, it's the 434 number. Yo, put him on speaker. I'm like, yo. He like, somebody call this number. I'm like, yeah, yo, hold on. So I was like, he called his name. He was like, hey. hey man, where you at? He was like, who is this? He was like, Star. He was like, oh shit. That's word dude said that. Dude said, oh shit. He said it lightly, but we all heard. He was like, oh shit. He was like, what's up? He was like, yo, when you gonna come through with this shit, man? Like, come on, man. You got dudes waiting on you and shit. Like, damn, you supposed to been to work Monday. What happened? He was like, oh yeah, man, I took a little vacation for a second, man. Yeah, I'm gonna be there though. Thursday though, man. I'm gonna be there though Thursday. If something don't happen, I'll call and let y'all know I ain't gonna be able to be back. But I'm gonna be back definitely next week if I ain't back by Thursday. And I'm just hearing a dude telling me that he's gonna miss this many amount of days. Somebody that's saying he need money. Somebody that's bringing the package. Apparently he needs the extra damn money. And you telling me you about to miss like a whole week of work? Shh. I smell bullshit. Y'all so bold. Now I'm pissed now. I'm like, yo, man, this nigga got me fucked up. I'm like, nah. I'm like, yo, this shit ain't right. This shit ain't right here, bro. Like, this shit ain't right. I'm like, yo, man, real shit, man. Like, we got there and put all that shit together, bro. You came in and told us we was a lot. Now you got us waiting and shit like some dumbasses, bro. I'm like, what type of games you playing, man? You like, who was that? I'm like, yo, this White. He like, oh, what's up, White? Hey, nah, you good? Y'all good? I'm gonna bring it. Y'all good? I'm gonna bring it. I'm like, what type of games you playing? I'm like, all right, so you carrying it like that. Star was like, yo, so damn, you just gonna leave me out back? Like, you know, I'm the one responsible for this shit. You just gonna leave me out back like this? He was like, man, I ain't leaving nobody out back, man. I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna bring this shit. When I'm gonna bring this shit, man, y'all niggas gonna get that shit, man. Y'all niggas gonna get that shit. I promise you, as soon as he was saying, y'all niggas gonna, I look back. I just seen the nigga P turn around. P was like, ah! That nigga, man, he hit Star with a, man, he gave that nigga a goddamn Street Fighter jab to the damn face. That nigga was like, he was at the door, just looking out the window the whole time we was talking. He was like, boom! Star was sitting on the box, man, he caught Star ass. Boom! Star fell over, boom! Star fell over, I looked. I was like, boom, I just start kicking that nigga. That's word. The maniac jumped into me. The maniac jumped into me, man, but somebody has to fucking pay for this shit. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Maniac jumped in, I just start kicking that nigga. Boom, boom, boom. The phone, he dropped the phone slid on the damn box. That nigga goddamn piece snapping out. Fuck wrong with this nigga. So I know the CO here. You hear, oh, come on, man, come on. Come on. Beating his ass in there. Goddamn, we stopped. And nigga was like, man, come on, man. I'm like this, he trying to block, got his feet in there. I'm like, nigga, move your fuck. I see the phone, so I snap back into it. I said, yo, man, what the fuck, man? P grabbed the phone from me. He was like, hey, look, man, I want my fucking shit, man. Go back and give my shit to my peoples, man. Fuck you, nigga. I don't want you to bring my shit. Give my shit back to my peoples, man. He was like, man, I ain't giving y'all niggas shit. Fuck that. Y'all niggas bucked on. I was like, this nigga can't be serious. P was like, he threw the phone on the top bunk. Start beating bro ass again. I back up, I'm like, cause I'm so fucked up. I'm like, oh. I'm like, this shit crazy. I'm looking over there. He beating dude ass. He beating the fuck out of Star. I'm sitting there still like this, like, man, fuck, man. He beating that nigga ass. Star, get up. He like, get up, nigga. Y'all niggas playing this shit. Get up, nigga. Star was like, man, I ain't do shit, man. He's like, fight, nigga. Star was like, man, I ain't do shit, man. P was like, nigga, what's up? What's up, nigga? He kept jabbing that nigga. He was like, nigga, what's up? Nigga, y'all niggas playing. Nigga, He was here jabbing the fuck out that nigga. I moved right beside them niggas. I left out the room. I going down the steps. He pop on the eye. Microwave, nigga. Pop on the eye. What? Oh, where is it? Popcorn cut down the steps, dumb as a bitch. Popcorn cut down the steps like this. God damn, man. He get down the steps. I'm like, yo, hold this. And then jump aside. Popcorn was down. So I'm like, hold it. God damn. I shoot back up the steps. I get up the steps fast as a bitch. Get back to my cell. I come back in my cell. I still see the nigga whooping his ass. He dogging goddamn Star dumbass. He beating Star ass. I'm like, yo. I said, man, get this nigga the fuck out my cell, man. Star was like, man, I'ma straighten him. Man. I was like, man, get this nigga the fuck out my cell, man. P was like, nigga. P grabbed that nigga. Threw that nigga out like Fresh Prince game, y'all. So boom. Threw that dumbass nigga out my cell. That nigga hit the rail. I'ma straighten him, man. P said, get the fuck away from here, nigga. That nigga look, everybody watching. I'm like, yo, this shit wild. I'm like, man, that shit wild. I was like, yo, real shit, man. I was like, man, I want my motherfucking money, man. Real shit, man. Like, now I'm getting back mad. Like, I just didn't want to participate in this fucking massacre. Like, people was beating the brakes. I left and came back. He was still beating the brakes off his ass. Still beating the brakes off. You know why? Because somebody got to pay for this shit, man. In prison, this is what happens, man. Don't sign up for nothing that you know you're not going to complete, man. You better make sure you complete this shit because it's your ass that's on the line. It's going to be you that's on the fucking line, man. So he got to answer for this shit, man. The fuck? This nigga just bucked on a pound and 500. I'm like, this shit can't be happening. So we try to calm down. We calm the fuck down. P got down, fired up. He like, goddamn dude over there talking to his homeboy. He all fucked up. And then he's telling him, like, go in the cell. And then went to cell. P still pumped up. P like, man, I want to go. I was like, hold on, bro. I was like, man, this shit crazy. That nigga's not going to buck on his job. Man. I promise you not gonna buck on his job. P was like, man, that nigga come to work. We fucking that nigga up, Weezy. I'm telling you, I'm like, we got to. What, this nigga just gonna buck like that? This nigga think he gonna buck and come up? I was like, you out your rabbit ass mind. I said, we going to the mountains. It was already made up in my mind that that's what we was going, to the goddamn mountains, y'all. So boom. I go back in the cell and I chill. And I sat there for a while, man. They came through and counted. My cellie keeps saying, what's wrong with you, Weezy? Why y'all do that? I'm like, oh, we ain't wanna talk. Rap right now. I got no rap. I'm like this. Fuck this shit. Dumb as a bitch, man. Knew it, man. Chill it. My shit go off, man. It's the 434 number. Yo. Man, why y'all put hands on my peoples for, man? Like, man, fuck that, man. Why the fuck you playing games, man? Why is you playing games, bro? When's you gonna bring that shit, bro? We paid you to bring it, bro. When the fuck you gonna bring it, bro? He was like, for y'all niggas doing shit, I ain't bring it. I said, bro, well, listen, well, that's on your peoples then, bro. I said, I had to take it in. He's forcing me to be a demon. You want to buck, bro, then that's on your peoples, bro. That's on your peoples. We gonna go goddamn beat the living dog shit out of him again. If that's what the case is, if that's what you want to do. He was like, your homeboy gonna get the weed back, but you ain't getting the money back. I was like, what? Fuck you mean I ain't getting the money back? I'm gonna get a weed back. I don't want that shit. Yeah, I was bucking anyway. I was gonna sell the whole shit. I didn't know y'all was gonna do that to my peoples. But since y'all wanna do that to my peoples, I'm bucking. I'm bucking on the money. I can buck on everything. And I'm listening to this dude. This is a fucking officer that works at Lawrenceville. And he's talking to me like I'm a fucking poopleck, man. I said, I'm gonna beat this nigga ass. He come to work. I said, I'm gonna beat the shit out of this nigga. He come to work, man. Goddamn, that's word. I was like, man, all right, man, do whatever the fuck you wanna do, man. Fuck you. I hung up on that nigga. This word, I'm in the count time the whole time, scared. I'm like, yo, this nigga might drop a dime on me. He might do anything. This nigga might be Jay Reed on the low. I'm like, this shit crazy. So I'm super shook. Goddamn, count cleared. Nothing happened. I shoot out. I go to bro said. I was like, yo, bro. He was like, what's up? I was like, yo, that nigga called. He said, what'd he say? I said, man, this nigga say, goddamn, you gonna get the weed back for us beating his cousin ass. He only giving the weed back. He won't never bring his shit. He was gonna buck the whole time. He was like, but he ain't know we was gonna fuck his peoples up. I said, this nigga say he gonna buck on my brand and get a weed back. He said, that nigga ain't gonna get shit back, bro. Come on, bro. I was like, what's up? He was like, man, fuck that money, bro. Fuck that weed. This word, that nigga slept goddamn right. Other side on the bottom tip. This word, we come down the steps. Calm, nice and calm. Like some damn cycles. We was in sync too. We was moving at sync like fucking military. In Russia, we was like this. Went to that nigga said. I was like, yo, let me holler at him. His celly was in. He was like, yo, watch out, let me holler at him. His celly he seen our faces. But somebody has to fucking pay. He seen our fucking faces, man. I looked up. I was like, yo, bro. That nigga say he bucking, bro. So that nigga just left you out back. P was like, yeah, that nigga just left you out back. He was like, man, he said P hit his ass. Soon as he was about to say a word, he caught a jab. And he went this way. I come back this way. Boom. He failed. That nigga hit the ground. He hit the ground kind of hard, but I thought it was his head, but something smacked. I was praying it was his shoulder because I ain't see no blood. But when I catch him, it was like a super blindside punch. Bow! The nigga hit the ground. Blow. That nigga was on the ground. That nigga was out. I don't know if he hit his head, shoulder. I don't know what the fuck. P got on top of that nigga. Boom! I grabbed P off the first punch. P hit him. Boom! And I didn't see him move. I was like, P, come on, bro. I grabbed P. P was like, kick that nigga in everything. I was like, This is dangerous shit in prison, y'all. Like, that's why I give y'all the real stories, because this is the shit that happens. This is the shit that people go through. Like, this is the fucking risk of trying to be a middleman in penitentiary. It's dangerous on the street, and it's dangerous in penitentiary, y'all. We cleaned dude up, man. We had to, man. We took the fucking loss, y'all. This fucking whack-ass CO never came back to fucking work. This nigga never came back to work, man. After we beat dude ass, I promise y'all, the cool nigga that work at night, he came through and seen that nigga in his cell. Word, man, I looked up. The CO was helping that nigga out. He ain't even called a code or nothing. He took that nigga out, took that nigga to medical. Bro held it down. Bro ain't even telling us. Bro ain't even telling us, man. Bro ain't even say shit. Bro didn't say, I thought I was going to the hole, maybe the mountains. My phone was put up, the smoke was put, everything was put up. Bro didn't tell it. Probably like a couple months later, I ended up bumping into a star again in 60 building. When I went back to 60 building, I seen him again. He was still the same star, like he ain't you lose his swag. He was still doing that. And the only thing I could think of was when we gave that nigga that fucking, the only thing I could think of was when we put pause on this nigga, man. He let the CO sell us a fucking dream. Was it his fault? I don't fucking know. Was he involved? I don't fucking know. Maybe he's somebody that can take an ass whooping. But all I know is somebody had to pay, y'all. And that's what that was, man. And that was a crazy situation. But that's the end of the damn story. I appreciate y'all for watching this. Always! But I need y'all to stay out the way, man. Please, man. Enjoy this weekend. Be safe. Chill with your family. Enjoy the weather. And stay out the way. That's all I want y'all to do. Period. But y'all already know what this is, man. This was the weekend banger game. So what I need y'all to do with this one. Like, share, subscribe. This one, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. But y'all be safe, man. And stay your ass out the way.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way, if you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous. Did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments. Get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to